Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com.
I'm Bob. How's it going?
Welcome back to our Top 5 Fridays ski industry news videos. Welcome back, Bob.
Yeah, we did not get to go skiing today.
No, yeah. I don't know if I'm psyched that you started with that. Yeah, I think last week we mentioned that if Stowe opened on the day that they expected to open, we would throw some skiing footage into Top 5 Fridays. That day was today, and ironically, it's snowing pretty hard outside.
Yeah.
But in Stowe's defense, yesterday was like 60 degrees and raining.
Yeah, it was shorts weather.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
What's your guess for Stowe Mountain Resort opening day?
Wednesday.
Yeah, that's mine too. I was hoping maybe we would have different guesses so there would be something to talk about there.
Friday?
I think they're going to try for Wednesday. But certainly don't hold either Bob or myself to that information because we have no inside information.
Right.
It's just
or input.
entirely speculation. And yeah, no one at Stowe cares about our opinion, I don't think. At least not our opinion on when to open.
Right.
Some people that work at Stowe ask me about what skis to buy.
Right. Well, that counts too.
There you go.
You should reciprocate and get the information on the other end.
Yeah, I don't know if it works like that.
I know.
Anyways, the other thing that we mentioned in last week's Top 5 Fridays is that we were getting close to the end of comparison videos and articles. We just did women's 100 millimeter, which was Bob and Allie. First comparison video that I've not been in.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah. I felt weird being on this side of the wall.
Yeah. I felt weird not being here.
Yeah.
Editing it was strange. Anyways, in that video, in the past week's Top 5 Friday video, we asked you guys to tell us if there were some comparison videos that we hadn't done that you wanted to see. Unsurprisingly, touring skis was the biggest request.
Yeah.
So
here they are.
Here they are. So next week we will be going through this selection of, I think we have 20 touring skis up here. And we're missing one that will be added.
Okay.
We realized today that we didn't have a Stokely representative up here, so we'll add a Stokely. And yeah, I think this one will be really fun to go through. I won't tell you what the order is right now, but Bob and I had, I think, quite a bit of fun kind of analyzing these skis and creating this order. So yeah, that'll be a good one. Probably be up the day before Thanksgiving. So look for that next week. And with that, I think we can get right into the news. So first topic of the week, we've got like 4 or 5 different kind of ski racing FIS topics. First one is the women's tech field, as in slalom and GS, is in Finland this weekend for a slalom race. Kind of piggybacking off that, Michaela Schifrin is back in the field, recovered enough from her sore back from the Solden races. And this is her first chance of tying Stenmark's record of 46 wins in a single discipline.
She'll probably get it.
Yeah.
Good skier.
Pretty darn good skier.
Yeah.
I'd say if she doesn't get it this weekend, it's just a matter of time.
Right.
She's sitting on 45 slalom wins, and this weekend could potentially be her 46th. I'd say if she doesn't get it there, she'll very likely get it the following weekend in Killington. And we can more confidently say that now because Killington just received the green light on that event.
Yeah, pretty impressive that they can pull that off in November in Vermont.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once again, it was 60 degrees and raining here yesterday. That means it was, if anything, it was warmer in Killington and probably also raining. So, yeah, you know, they come in and inspect the snow surface, and they have pretty strict standards. So they got the go-ahead, and, you know, fingers crossed that it'll stay cold that weekend.
Yeah.
You know, that's really the most important part, I think. Once they've gotten to this point and they have the snow quantity that they need, it more comes down to quality.
Yeah, it's nice when it's nice and firm.
Yeah, we don't really want like a sloppy, wet November New England slalom race.
Might be what they get, though.
Might be what they get. And then the kind of third mini subtopic here, skiracing.com has a cool article kind of highlighting the career trajectory of AJ Hurt, who has come up A handful of times in Top 5 Fridays, mostly just with her World Cup finishes. And then lastly, this is probably the most exciting thing for me. There is a FIS slopestyle in Dubai this weekend. And what's particularly exciting about this is there's only 3 slopestyles scheduled before the Olympics. So pretty heavy weight on these events in terms of kind of finalizing Olympic teams. This Dubai course is insane too. It's like perfect. So check that out if you're interested in that stuff. Go back and forth between the women's slalom and the slopestyle.
Yeah, pretty cool disciplines.
Yeah, 2 kind of polar opposites of the skiing world. So yeah, exciting stuff. Competitive skiing is really taking off this time of year. Second article of the week, and this is a funny one because this kind of feels like the first time that we've promoted ourselves.
Sure.
It's not really that direct, but it does. I could totally understand if you guys kind of perceive this as an ad or an encouragement to buy stuff. But interesting article from the New York Times explaining why it's important to buy gear early this season. We're seeing it firsthand.
Yeah, I mean, top to bottom, in our warehouse and the reps that we talk to, they're all kind of coming from the same spot of how do we get our dealers enough stuff to satisfy the shoppers. Yeah, so, the issue's kind of coming from a number of different factors, but supply chains, mostly due to COVID. Yeah. The Fisher factory fire certainly didn't help. Especially on the cross-country side, the Fisher factory built a ton of cross-country skis, and cross-country skis is one of the segments where demand is through the roof. Yep. So that's contributing, and then just increased interest and demand. Again, kind of specifically on the cross-country side, a lot of people are taking up cross-country skiing. Yeah. So although it sounds like an ad or us telling you to buy stuff, if there are certain products that you want, if you're looking at a certain ski, a specific product, I would recommend buying it sooner than later. Yeah. As Bob alluded to, in both our warehouse and our vendors, there's been quite a lot of communication, and things are okay right now. But everyone can kind of see the end of inventory, right, so to speak. So yeah, like I said, if there's a specific ski you want, I would pick it up sooner than later. And chances are you're not going to spend any more money in doing so. I don't think you're going to see many major discounts this season for the same exact reason. Right. Although we did just start a 20% off Black Friday sale. There you go with the sales.
It's not. That's kind of a little bit off topic here because that discount doesn't apply to new products, and that's really where the supply chain issues are, is current, inline 2022 product. Yep. But yeah, if you are that double sales pitch there, I think we'll just move on to the next topic at this point. I did leave out a ton of stuff there, so if you're interested in that, more in the inventory issues and supply chain issues and stuff like that, definitely check out the New York Times article because they have some really cool statistics and stuff like that. Yeah. They break it down in a way that New York Times can. Sure. Yeah. Premier publication. Third topic of the week, pretty unique topic. Wyoming experts are recommending, this is one potential solution of a couple different options. They're recommending closing 21,000 acres of backcountry access for Bighorn sheep. So the population of Bighorn sheep in Wyoming has been declining. The numbers that I saw were at one point the population was 1.5 million, which is a lot of sheep.
Sounds like a lot of sheep.
It seems like a lot. Where do they go?
I don't know.
Wyoming's a big place. So that at one point they didn't really touch specifically on when that was. I would imagine that was a while ago. But the population is down to an estimated 85,000. And between the National Park Service, the Wyoming Fish and Game, and the U.S. Forest Service, they put together a 100-page report outlining potential solutions. Obviously, the closing of 21,000 acres of backcountry skiing terrain was met with some resistance.
Yeah. I mean, sheep gotta have the powder too, you know?
Yeah, so, basically what they were referencing is even on snow-covered hills, there's still wildflowers and grasses and stuff that bighorn sheep rely on. Unsurprisingly, backcountry skiers tend to spook bighorn sheep. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of this. One of the, it was kind of one of the potential kind of tweak to this solution from a skier who was kind of saying, like, this is going to really affect us is, and I like this a lot, create a website to track all the sheep herds. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, sure.
And, then they can kind of close different areas
Yep.
depending on the recent sheep migration.
Yep.
Now, I don't know the technological limitations of tracking sheep.
Must be some type of interesting science, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you, tag them or tag a couple, or if you can do it through satellites and heat mapping and stuff. I don't know. Are any of you experts in how to track bighorn sheep? If you are, certainly let us know. But yeah, I thought that was kind of an interesting topic. And then fourth topic of the week, another New York Times article. This time it's a trip report from Dave Goodman. Now, Bob, who is Dave Goodman?
I kind of figure him as like the godfather of backcountry ski touring and making it accessible through books. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably best known as the author of Best Backcountry Skiing in the Northeast, 50 Classic Ski and Snowboard Tours in New England and New York, which is kind of widely regarded as like the backcountry Bible for Northeast skiers. Really
detailed, writing and explanations on where to go and how to get there.
Yep.
Really good stuff.
This specific trip report highlights a 100-mile hut-to-hut trip through the Maine wilderness.
Very nice.
Super cool.
Yeah, I think, it's not as prevalent around here as it is out west or in Europe.
Totally.
There's no reason why it shouldn't be, especially given, the logging history around here. There's got to be these old roots that are just, partially buried, but just need to be cleaned up and brought back to life a little bit.
Yep. And, there's pretty substantial hut history in both, to me, specifically New Hampshire and Maine. Yep. Maine's got a pretty elaborate hut system, as does New Hampshire. Fun fact, I grew up in Maine and spent a lot of time in Maine wilderness. So this kind of hits right home for me.
Yep.
And I would venture a guess that my brother, who is a avid backcountry skier, has skied quite a bit of that 100 miles.
Yeah.
He's super, super into that kind of stuff. So check that out if you're interested in a fun story, or if you're interested in where you should go backcountry touring in Maine.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a good writer and really does a good job of highlighting all the specifics of this stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty detailed.
Yep. That's it for topics of the week. Then we have our edits of the week, as usual. Pretty good week for edits this week. First up, I just love the title of this. It's Will Wesson's short film. It's about 11 minutes long, called Rick's Center for Field Studies, which you've probably seen the acronym if you're into that kind of skiing, RCFS. They've put out a lot of little mini edits from RCFS, which is part of the... it's part of a ski academy. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of said ski academy, but basically it's kind of a very, very small, what kind of used to be a ski area that Will and friends have taken over and kind of created their own park.
Yep.
So if you like creative skiing, that's about as creative as you can possibly get. Second out of the week, we have Sarah Hoffland's Street Skiing in the Swiss Alps. Super awesome, has some pretty cool J.P. Auclair vibes.
Yep.
Sarah Hoffland's a great skier. I've been a big fan of hers for a few years now. Defending Olympic slopestyle gold medalist.
Yeah.
Probably be in action this weekend, I would think. So you can check out her edit and then go watch her slopestyle run in Dubai. And then we have Write Your Line by Ben Barati, which is about a 3-minute edit. Pretty entertaining, very, very well done. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Freeride World Tour's top 10 lines of all time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's some good ones. Obviously, Freeride World Tour lines of all time, not like
just regular
any
line,
ski line of all time. When I first saw the title, I was like, oh, that's cool. How far back are they going to go? But it's just competition runs, kind of to get you guys fired up about the Freeride World Tour, which is right around the corner.
Yep.
So that's it for Top 5 Fridays this week. Anything exciting going on this weekend, Bob?
I got hockey for the girls, so we'll be in Stowe and traveling around to hone their skills.
Sweet.
Pretty fun.
Go Mighty Ducks.
I do incorporate a lot of my Mighty Ducks knowledge into. That's all I know from hockey.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't
especially
a hockey player
youth
growing
hockey.
up, but
I wasn't
I definitely
either.
incorporate a lot of the Mighty Ducks into my viewing of my own children's hockey.
Yeah, as I would too.
Yeah.
We've discussed the downside of the flying V at length.
Yeah. There's a lot of good internet research on kind of the illegality of it as well.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting. And
very non-effective.
yeah.
So for any hockey coaches out there, don't teach the flying V, I guess. The Iceland team really took it out in Mighty Ducks 2.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Follow that
The
blueprint.
Junior Goodwill Games,
Yeah.
whatever that was. Anyways, I'm going to end it here so I don't just keep talking about Mighty Ducks.
Maybe we'll do more next week on Mighty Ducks.
Sure, yeah. Maybe we'll, we were talking about Mighty Ducks 3, and I was saying I have seen it.
Yeah.
I was saying that I didn't know if I had seen it or not. I went back and watched the trailer. I have seen it, but I think I need a refresher. I've only seen it once.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I watched a clip of the scene where Gordon Bombay comes in to be their lawyer in like the board of directors meeting at the fancy school, and like
To reinstate their scholarships.
And he's like, I'm going to hold this up in court for years.
Right.
Anyways, they didn't start quacking in that scene. I thought maybe they would start quacking.
A courtroom quack.
A courtroom
Right.
quack. Anyways, let us know in the comments if you want us to talk more about Mighty Ducks or never speak of it again, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.